Samit Sarkar over at Polygon.
We like him.
Writes, EA turns horrors of World War I into tone-deaf Battlefield 1 memes, quickly deletes them. Battlefield 1 publisher Electronic Arts, and specifically the game's social media team, is under fire today for a tasteless marketing campaign in which the series' Twitter account came off as glorifying the First World War to sell a video game. EA has since deleted the 3 tweets in questions, which use the hashtag just World War I things, alongside meme-worthy phrases such as weekend goals and GIFs containing violent images from Battlefield 1. The game, which is set during World War I, was released earlier this month. The aforementioned weekend goals tweet was originally posted at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, October 30th, and is perhaps the most egregious one. It was accompanied by a GIF of a soldier being burned alive by a flamethrower with the phrase, quote, "when you're too hot for the club," end quote, overlaid on it. You can see a screen cap of the original tweet below, along with the GIF. On Friday, October 28th at 3 p.m., the Battlefield account marked the end of the week by asking its followers, quote, "your squad got plans for the weekend," end quote. The image in the tweet featured a burning Zeppelin crashing to Earth in the background, with more cringeworthy meme language or topic, quote, "when your squad is looking on point." Both of these tweets have gone viral this morning, even after EA deleted them. If you search the hashtag on Twitter right now, you'll see plenty of people lambasting EA for a marketing campaign, including our friend Mike Bithell.
What up, Bithell?
Let's see. So, anyway,
where are you going to come down to this one?
World War I is 100 years old. It was a terrible and tragic war. Most of you out there that are upset about it have no idea what the fuck even happened in that war. I'm just going to call that out, number one. No idea why it started, no idea who the belligerents were in it, no idea how it ended, all that kind of stuff. You're looking for things to be offended by. Just World War I things like a Zeppelin crashing set basking in the glow of a burning airship or something like that, which is seen here. It's like, is it really offensive? We're playing a video game killing people in World War I, and you're offended by the memes of the video game being played about World War I.
The actual things that happened in the game.
Shut the fuck up. All right? This is one of those shut the fuck up moments. It's okay. People make 9/11 jokes, you know? Which happened 15 years ago.
Ancient.
Give me a break. It's okay. It'll be okay.
I mean, the reason this is able to get so much traction is because it's EA doing it, right? It's an official channel doing it. If we put out a fucking World War I things, hashtag, and a bunch of dumb memes, nobody would care. But the fact that it's the official Battlefield 1 doing it, that's the reason that everybody wants to get bent out of shape about it. Which I don't agree with, don't get me wrong. If anything, be more bent out of shape.
They're making World War I jokes.
Well, they're just using the club shits. When did Alfredo take over the Battlefield 1 Twitter? That's what I gotta say.
Don't make World War I jokes. Don't joke about the Ottoman Empire. That's my Mickey voice, apparently.
That was your Mr. Bill. I thought
Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill.
Is it that they're making World War I jokes that people are upset? Or is it that they're making like jokes where people die?
Where fictional people with a flamethrower die in a game about World War I.
That you're burning.
Is the more offensive thing the man burning? Or the fact that it was done in a video game which no one's offended by? It's absurd. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay? No one's immediate relative alive today died in World War I. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to go back several generations. Like, who are you offending? The war is over. It was over in 1945 when it really ended. Okay? It's a little history joke for you, Kevin. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to make history jokes, apparently.
Well, it's similar to the way like you wear that shirt, you know? What is it? Or France, loser of two, or what is it? It sounds like
France, losers of both World War I and II.
Yeah.
Which is a great shirt. We have a professional shot that we took of ourselves at IGN when I was wearing that shirt. Got everyone bent out of shape.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that shirt, and I've told this story before, is that before the shoot, I had a button down at our hotel in the shower, and it fell into the water. And so the only shirt I had that I didn't wear was the fucking France shirt.
Why not?
Guys, no World War I jokes, but play the World War I shooter where you're killing everyone in World War I.
The back-to-back World War champs. That's the other one I'm thinking of.
GameSpot. Eddie. THQ Nordic buys Delta Force, Joint Ops, and other military franchises. THQ Nordic proceeding as the publisher most likely to go out of business.
Hey, we've put out no games. We have all these other games nobody really missed. Now let's just buy another thing, too. Keep the name of the fucking company that went bad, too. It's like somebody trying to take...
The story says, having already acquired Red Faction and Darksiders, THQ Nordic, formerly known as Nordic Games, announced today that they have purchased even more gaming franchises. The Austrian publisher inked a deal with Nova Logic Inc. to acquire all games owned by that company, including military franchises like Delta Force, Comanche, F-22, and Joint Ops.
The biggest names in video games.
Additionally, THQ Nordic gets the Nova Logic trademark as part of the acquisition. I wonder when they're going to name themselves THQ Nordic. What is it? THQ Nordic Nova Logic.
Just take it all. It's like a Katamari.
Terms of the sale were not disclosed. So THQ Nordic's full list of franchises that they bought for some reason are Delta Force, Comanche, Joint Operations, Armored Fist, Take On, The Fringe, F-22, F-16, and the trademark. And then in more in quotes.
Oh, okay, more. Good.
That publisher has disaster written all over
What could go wrong?
it. I just want to be clear about it. I don't understand what they're thinking. Who the fuck wants any of those franchises? The Nova Logic is probably just take it all. How much are you gonna pay us?
We'll pay you.
For the F-22 franchise? Yeah, you can have that one. You can have the Joint Operations.
The mind share in Joint Operations. You know what I mean? The cachet that franchise carries with
You would think that they would just want to make new franchises. When Red Faction and Darksiders are all you have, Red Faction irrelevant for almost 10 years.
Since one.
Darksiders,
when original Red Faction
I was
came
in
out,
high
you could
school.
shoot through the walls. I remember that was cool. You're blowing apart chunks of the walls. Like, all right, this is a good PS2
It
game.
is so weird. I really want to see what the fuck happens to this publisher.
Yeah.
Well, I wish them the best. I hope they do great. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think so.
Yeah.
They seem to be investing quite a bit of capital in these IP that no one gives a fuck about. And how many games do they have in development? Something like 20?
Yeah.
That's probably more games than EA has in development.
Yeah, it's trouble. It's trouble.
It's fucking absurd. I don't understand it. But I am looking forward to Darksiders 3 coming out and selling, 2 million copies. And then
I will be surprised if we ever get to Darksiders 3. I would not be surprised if this is a thing that never actually makes it out.
maybe they're getting some in Austria. I don't know I don't know what's
Tax
going on in
breaks?
the. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they get significant tax breaks from acquiring this shit, which is the only thing I can possibly imagine. Why you would put THQ in your name, which is cursed.
Hey,
Cursed.
Remember when this thing went bankrupt and folded and sold off all its games, mainly to Deep Silver? We're back.
Remember how all those games worked out for Deep Silver? Like Homefront? Jesus Christ. Was that game not good? What a disappointment. I was really looking forward to that one. Falconbox says, hey guys, wanted to give a shout out to Dagan and crew for the great job on the animated show intro. Made a side-by-side comparison to show their attention to detail.
To you, Kevin.
Kinda funny, goes to school. They've got their crew, they are so cool. Looking out for each other, except for Kevin. Sorry, dude. There's game over Greggy, the bride of Long Island. Producer slash seducer and the pure wanter. There's nothing they can do together now. Oh, the kind of funny crew. Yeah. There's nothing they can do.
Blanket 483 gives tips at Colin. With Greg trying to get on The Walking Dead and Tim trying to get on Ellen.
Oh, I'm trying to get on the Talking Dead. I'm not going to get on the.
I'm sorry,
not gonna
he
get
says
on
the
one.
Talking
I know.
Dead.
I'm just okay.
What show should we campaign for you to get on? What show should Nick be on?
Man in High Castle.
I don't need you to campaign for me. I'll figure it out. I appreciate it.
We did that one day though. Remember where they all retweeted
but
them?
figure out what?
Just like how you figured out Wikipedia.
I was on Wikipedia, Kevin.
Yeah, anyone can be on for like a day.
I was on Wikipedia for like a year and a half or 2 years.
Was it a year and a half? Good for you.
How is Greg any more notable than me?
The awards
Who's
he's
more
won.
notable than Colin Moriarty?
Greg! Because of Wikipedia!
Who amongst us? You know what? Fuck it. We're spending the rest of the time.
Greg is a 3-time Video Game Year Award winner.
Thank you.
He engineered that vote.
3-time trending gamer.
No, sir. I engineered all 3 votes. Thank you, Kev.
Who sent you this Proton pack?
The Hip
I
Albatross.
almost said protein
Hold
pack.
on, let me turn it back on for you. If you're gonna screen off.
Kevin, I put a new link in the doc and I need you to open it.
Yeah, you weren't here when we got here, right?
No, I was gone. I did.
Oh
This
my God.
is amazing. Is this the best?
We're going
Just-
through this
Oh,
name
God.
by name.
Just
hit that
know
button.
that you're not good
We're
enough.
going through it name by name.
Just accept that you're not good
It's all
enough.
lit, it lights up.
This is the best thing on the planet.
Just hit it again as a toggle. The hip albatross. There it is. Do it. You're living it, Nick.
Oh no, no, Nick.
Kind of funny Halloween.
I don't fit on that list.
Well, what about Jillian Wheeler there?
I'm sorry, you're just not as notable. Don't get mad at us.
I'm not saying I'm the level of Wendy Williams, okay? But Terry Carter? I'm getting back on that fucking list. These Nazis that are running Wikipedia,
Oh dear.
all right? Remove Colin Moriarty's Wikipedia page and Colin Moriarty from the notable alumni of Northeastern University list, and I'm not going to
you
allow
from the
it.
history books.
It's as if I never existed at all. And I'm not going to allow that. And I'm going to say there's two things. There's a partisan bias, because was registered as a Republican, and that was one of the things in the Wikipedia. And I'm an internet person, and that's not legitimate enough for anyone. But the man who engineers Twitter votes to win awards.
Game Awards are coming up. Am I going to be nominated? I'll be reaching out if I am.
I'm telling you right now, if you get nominated again, I'm running a campaign for someone else to win that award. Okay? Anyone else that's running, I don't care who it is, I will make sure to make this more competitive this year. You're not going to walk away. Because what happened last time? You got on the stage, you didn't even thank me, you know?
Colin, if I have plans, if I win this year, I have plans for you.
Don't include me in them,
Plans
please.
for you. Don't worry about it.
Kevin, Zyger put this in the chat. Noting that they were talking as well about just deleting Greg. So what I want everyone to do is go there and somehow delete Greg's Wikipedia page.
Don't do that, guys.
We're going to even the fucking playing field, okay? Don't know what that means either.
Wait, why was it deleted?
It's like talking about dogs' ambition. I don't think dogs have ambition, but I said it. I'm not
I'd support a redirect to Greg Miller. If you looked for Colin Moriarty, it would redirect to me.
I think Miller will be
this
put up
is-
for deletion soon. That was a year ago. Put him up for deletion.
No, because what happened is the same thing happened to me where it was all like IGN articles once when they just deleted me.
Yeah, but the frustrating thing for me, and I'm just being honest with my Wikipedia page, was that it was totally sourced from like 10 different places. What's the problem? What is your vendetta? Is it because I'm a conservative in the video game industry, sir? Is it because I'm from real America?
They're probably just seeing if you can.
Is it because we talk about things like the pathway to citizenship and making it into a game show?
It's probably them doing the same thing where they're testing you to see if you really don't have an ego and if you're really not the biggest ego, kind of funny, and you are failing the test.
I'm not the biggest ego, kind of funny. I'm not even close. The people putting up videos asking to get on other shows have bigger egos than me. Give me the one.
Hi, it's me, Greg. I'm dressed as a Ghostbuster, and Halloween's the best holiday.
Oh, the Freak 23771 says, take another gander at the notable Northeastern alumni. I think I made it work. Kevin?
Well, isn't this the thing, though? This is what happens. It goes up, and then somebody
Yeah,
comes
I know,
after
they
it.
can just delete it afterwards.
I mean, I hope it works.
It's not going to work, but I just want to keep doing it to bother them. I think they... So much that they just are like, Colin Moriarty has a lifetime ban.
Crazy to you. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's crazy in a good way, but crazy all the same that there's people so dedicated to Wikipedia, keeping it clean and keeping it like within these rules and having these thought-out discussions on whether you and I should have a page. More power to you, mods and czars. I think I saw a czar in there.
I will say, and I said it today to the guys, I was reading the YouTube comments from one of the shows, I don't know what show we did,
Subscriber
saying that
language.
we actually lost someone from the show because of the jokes about immigration and the
happens
pathway
all
to
the time.
citizenship, which means I'm just going to make 5 times more of them now.
Some fucking idiot was in my Instagram and Twitter comments, but Instagram on every post, asking if I really didn't understand the difference between a passport and a green card. I travel more than you ever have, sir. Yes, I understand. It was clearly a joke. And nobody can take a fucking joke anymore. You see this tweet today I put out about the Ghostbusters thing? I got in an Uber, the guy turned to me, I'm dressed like this, get in the Uber, the guy turns around and goes, are you a pilot? And I'm like, no, I'm a Ghostbuster. So I put out the tweet, I'm like, and the thing was like, so don't sit here and tell me to my face like the Ghostbusters 2016 didn't ruin anything. And so many people are like, it didn't ruin. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't really think Ghostbusters 2016 was so bad. This guy forgot what a real Ghostbuster looks like. Jesus, guys, calm down.
The thing is that they can't take a joke, but I'm not joking. This pathway to citizenship should be an extravaganza across all American network television where we really...
Not over all the networks. We make our own network.
Oh.
We make the money off of this.
Right.
It's not that we're giving this away.
The
ABC.
unfortunate thing is that we have to be in cahoots with the American government because we are guaranteeing citizenship. If you can get past our Ninja Warrior-like course.
Sure.
I see a distressing link at the top of the article here that says most important in all capital letters. I assume that that's Kevin.
No, I added that in. That's from Twitter. That's from most important.
All right, let's take a look.
Throw up the browser. Big Kev dog clicking around. There you go. You got your addition there.
Yeah, I saw that. It's really funny. Connor Moriarty.
Connor Moriarty, the
Sidekick.
sidekick of Craig Miller. Kind of funny.
That's good. That's really funny. That's really great. Thank you for that. Now, Greg.
Yeah, what up, bruh?
I've been meaning to do this for you for a while.
Oh, sure.
And I got it together this morning.
Is this what took a long time?
Right.
Okay.
Well, because I've been thinking about this, and I want to do it. Every week on this show, moving forward into the future.
Into the future.
One day, I'm just going to ask you 10 things.
Oh, great.
And I want you to answer them just with the first
So
thing
clear
that
my
comes-
head?
Yeah, clear your
Okay.
head, and I want you to just, and they're going to be 10 just random questions, 10 different things.
Are there answers, or is this like a Rorschach kind of thing?
There are no right or wrong answers.
Okay, thank you
necessarily.
very much. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to shut this, just so I can be completely clear. They have a documentary about this called Going Clear.
Are you ready? Yeah. Number 1. Do you think the subway tile motif in kitchens and bathrooms will stick around for a while?
No.
Number 2. What's your favorite flower?
Rose.
Boo.
Number 3. What's better, North Dakota or South Dakota?
North Dakota.
Nice.
They got the Mount Rushmore. Come on.
Number 4. Tell them what it's about.
Oh man, you want to know what it's about? It's about getting laid, you fucking pussies. Now I'm saying, who's throwing the kegger?
Number 5. If Kevin wasn't from Peru, what country would he be from?
Spain.
Easy. So easy.
This is fun. I like this game.
Number 6. Name the better year, 1988 or 1993?
Oh wow. Fuck. I gotta. 93. There were better cartoons. Ghostbusters 2 was already out. You already had 89 Batman. 88, you're on the precipice of so many cool things happening, and so many cool things had happened before it. But you're not. What cool thing is happening in 1988? There's an election, right? Mm-hmm. Dukakis.
Bush Dukakis, yeah.
Come on.
Some good G.I. Joes came out in 1988. 1988 or 1993?
No, I'm saying 93. Better cartoons. The things that were cool.
I think you're wrong. I think
Or,
you're
yeah.
wrong, but.
Okay.
Number 7.
I thought there were no right or wrong answers.
I think you're wrong. Okay. Number 7. Fill in the blank. Doctor Strange sounds really...
Stupid.
That is the right answer. Number 8. What's your favorite game show?
Price is Right. Wow, I don't even agree with that, but that's what it came to mind when you clear your mind. That's what happens. I don't even agree. Okay.
Mount Rushmore in South Dakota.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, good thing nobody gives a fuck about those states.
Number 9.
Because like for real, time out real quick.
Okay.
We talk about flyover states in the Midwest, and like there was a funny thing people were putting up yesterday. I think it was BuzzFeed of like what game would be your state, and like they had them all sign up. And Kansas got Flight Simulator because it's the same. It's the way most people understand it. It's just a fucking flat beneath you as you fly over it. But like. At least Kansas has like basketball, right? Or there's like things happening there that people care about and are passionate about, and you've heard of them. The Dakotas.
I still don't know. Like you told me Mount Rushmore is in North Dakota. That sounds right to me.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Number
Kansas is
9.
one. Sorry.
The best Ninja Turtle is
Leonardo. I would have said Donatello if I thought about it, but you said clear my mind. I gotta stick with these answers now.
the final question is number 10. Does Jamie Kennedy love pizza?
Yeah, oh my God. Does Jamie Kennedy love pizza? Are you kidding me? That's one of the places I get it from, I think.
Okay.
Or probably the place I get it from, because there's only 2 places it could come from. But no, me and my mom are very much alike in that respect. We'll eat pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. We don't give a shit if it's on a bagel. Miller's will eat pizza anytime.
That's it. That's all I needed to know.
That was
for
great. That was fun. I like that.
Was that fun? Did you enjoy that?
I like that.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know what it's for. I assume now you have enough to like answer his like security questions for his credit
I'm
card.
slowly. It's like a total long con that takes years. Where like once every month I put in a question that might be pertinent. Make a mental note. Okay.
What's your passcode?
Match 31 gives tips said read a lot of comments on forums saying IGN and other big review sites are paid to give favorable reviews. I think it's utterly ridiculous, but would love to hear your thoughts on why so many think this. Because people are absolutely dumb.
Yeah, they're
That's why.
ignorant to they're ignorant, they don't agree with the opinion, so the only way there can be a different opinion, of course, is if these people were paid off. Clearly, EA hates Call of Duty so much that they, or vice versa, however you want it to be, they'll pay, one publisher will pay to get another publisher's things lowered. Or that the publisher who's publishing the game didn't pay you enough, and that's why you don't like the game now. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Everybody's stupid.
This is the way I always explain it. The level of conspiracy at this stage would require that hundreds, if not over time, thousands of people have been involved in this.
The machine.
Of which which there is no proof that it's ever happened. So we both worked at a major website, it didn't happen. But if you didn't believe us, then find the proof. Find the smoking gun, find the canary in the coal mine. Publishers, PR, and marketing people must be involved in it, going all the way up to the executive across all the publishers. That's alone hundreds of people. Then all of the sites, hundreds of people are all involved in it over a 20-year period. Yet you don't know that it's actually happened.
No one's ever blown the whistle.
Common sense. Common sense.
I'm gonna look at the WWE encyclopedia here.
Prepping this.
You're what now?
I'm prepping the zoom in.
Oh, I mean, I don't need to show anything to anybody.
But you can't look, Greg.
Please feel free to gift that for me, everybody. That's what you see right as you drive the car off the road. I'm trying to find a good one to read to you about here. You ready? Oh, hey, Maria. I remember her. I interviewed her for...
You show it? Sure.
I did a video with her back in the day at IGN. Remember her, Kev?
No,
Was she there was she there when you were there?
Played a strong game of Monopoly last night. Decisive victory, as usual.
Aaron was in there talking some shit like she had you for a
Yeah,
second.
oh my god.
She thought
I
she
go
had
into
you.
every Monopoly game knowing I'm going to win it. You understand what I'm saying? That's the spirit that you have to have.
Okay.
I'm a baller in Monopoly. I understand how the game's played, you know?
Yeah.
She gets mad because I know the role from every position, so I don't have to do the...
Kind of.
So she's like, nah, and I'm just like, here. You know? Like, it's not that hard. It's a 10, on every side. It's not, in the world here.
Sure. But it's when you start getting the halves, that's the problem. 5.5. If you're starting from the other side around there, that's confusing.
What we should have some sort of Rain Man-like game that we play with each other without the board where it's like, you're on St. James Place. You roll a 9.
Where do you end up?
I think you end up on the railroad over there, If you're from St. James, right? St. James, Community Chest, Tennessee, New York, free parking. Then Kentucky, Indiana, Chance, Illinois, B&O. That would be 9.
Sounds right. Here we go. Thank you, Kevin. This is
Right.
one of the
So
most clutch
9.
moves you've
So
ever
I
done.
said, bring that back up if you don't mind.
Went away. Hold on.
Yeah, the computer does that. I hate when the computer takes over and moves fucking windows around. All right, here we go.
So I said 9 from St. James will bring you to B&O. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Now, Greg,
Yeah.
close your eyes.
No, I can't do it.
Greg, you're on.
I've never claimed
Greg,
to be
you're
able to do
on
this.
luxury tax.
Yeah, with the ring.
You roll a 10.
Okay, so that would be then I'm on one of the blues. I'm on Continental. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Continental. You mean Connecticut, of course.
Yeah.
But you're actually on Vermont Avenue.
Yeah. But I knew it was a blue, so I got that going for me.
This is why you can't play Monopoly well. Because you need to know.
You really don't. You can
need to
count it
know.
on the board and you're right there.
You need to know. Can you bring the Monopoly board back up for me, please?
Sure.
Don't look at it, Greg.
Okay, I'm not gonna look at it.
Greg, you're on... There's a specific part of the board that's really troubling. If you get... So, you land on Chance in between Park Place
In Boardwalk.
and Short Line. And you get the Go Back 3 Spaces card.
Uh-huh.
What do you get?
I'm on Chance. Go back. I'm in one of the greens?
No, this is the place where you end up on Community Chest, which is the interesting 2-card draw on the same turn.
Oh.
Only happens there. The other fucked up one, where is it? Is Chance Go Back 3 Spaces to Income Tax.
Here's where you let me down last night playing Aaron, because I was out there playing Titanfall when you were doing it. At no point did you yell, Monops! I was waiting for it.
I was all business last night. I was tired. I'm like, I gotta put her away.
Out my girlfriend
because she's very confident. I'm like, all right, you have clearly no idea what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So, and she knows because I've beaten her in the game before. You know what she's exceptional at, which is weird, is Battleship. Now that's a game that seems like it's mostly of chance. She beat me like 8 times in a row before I actually won. And I don't want to say I'm a slouch at Battleship. I don't know that it really takes that much skill, but it was uncanny. Like she was just cleaning my clock in Battleship.
Yeah.
So
Do you think she could see the reflection of the ships in your glasses?
no, maybe.
It's I don't know if you could.
Well, you're live.
Do you see- I don't know. I didn't think you put stuff like this on YouTube.
The Peep Show picture book. Why is this on YouTube? Like,
I don't know. It gets worse though. As you kind of scroll
really
through.
bad.
Look at
censored.
that.
That's not censored. That's not censored.
That is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colin and Greg Live with Tim and Nick, the Internet Explorers. Today, gonna be a motherfucking disaster in the goddamn best way. Hold on to your butts, everybody. We're going in raw. Nick,
Oh my God.
how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. The Cubs won the World Series.
Yay! Good for Cubs. They haven't won
Everyone's
it in
thrilled.
1,700 years.
1,700 years.
Since ancient
give or
Mesopotamia.
take. It was pretty much like down to the wire.
Yeah.
So, and it meant a lot to both of
And I
the
saw the
teams.
last play, which was kind of. It looked like it was a hard play, but the guy made it easy. And then they just kind of won it. And then he took the ball and he shoved it in his ass. Did you see that?
Yo, I don't think you're
I
watching
very
the same
quickly
thing.
was like, he definitely didn't watch it.
No, the last play, which was like it was out at first.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
but like the whole they made it look easy. What?
Well, no, the guy was like, this play's really. The announcer was like, this looks. Oh God, this is. And then the guy scooped it up and threw it and had plenty of time. Like got him out with my. It wasn't like it was like a photo fucking finish on that. He was clearly out, and then the first baseman took the ball out and then just shoved it right in his ass. I'm not kidding. You can see it's on Reddit right now. You go to it. He just stuffs it right in his pocket. He puts it in his pocket because the ball's worth a lot of money. That ball was like the ball that won the
He's
World
like, you
Series.
know what? I want this ball.
Well, no, I think they give them back and like sell them like for charity or something.
Oh
like
man,
that.
that's gonna be a real shitty
Any World
charity
Series
gift.
balls, I think they actually take and shove up their asses.
Yeah,
And then that makes
for safekeeping.
it's more. Yeah, it's
Intimate.
safekeeping.
Yeah, definitely.
The Flannel Death says, "Hey guys, you're talking baseball, so I thought I'd share my baseball news. The local minor league team, the Binghamton Mets, just got renamed the Rumble Ponies because our city has carousels. No joke.
What?
That's a dope ass name.
That's fucking awesome. First off, Rumble Ponies,
That's
dope.
awesome.
Second
Come
off,
on.
they got named that because the city has carousel.
They got some
Every
carousels.
city has carousel. Well, not every, but
Lots of carousels. Though.
I've never been to a city without a carousel. So there's a short film called The Bear and the Hare.
Cool.
That was made. This is years ago, I think. I can't see the date. 3 years ago. So this is old news for sure. But I was hanging out with Jeremy Lee from Ismahawk
Oh, cool.
a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me about this and how cool it is. And it's been on my to-do list, to watch list for a while. And I was like, you know what? Today's a good day. So let's watch it.
This is gorgeous.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know?
Well, that's pretty cool.
That was awesome. That was an advertisement. That was amazing.
So
That's how you do advertisements.
The reason that we were discussing this is because he started showing me the behind the scenes video, and it blew my fucking mind. So let's watch this for a second.
Okay. Oh wow, they did it.
Is
they
it
did it.
that insane?
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's really cool. I know a couple animators that could have probably just made that a lot quicker for you guys.
Maybe not so quicker.
Well, that's true.
But I mean, it looked so beautiful, and it had such a
gorgeous.
unique feel to it. And I think it's because of this, obviously. Like,
Wow.
This kind of work is just like, this is true art.
yeah.
It makes what we do look like we're just kids with our thumbs up our asses.
It's so cool. I hope that at some point in our lives we do something that is this dope.
I hope so. This, like, hand-drawn animation like this is a truly amazing art form. That's fucking rad.
Dude, that's incredible. Holy shit.
These must have taken so long.
Oh my god. Damn, with camera moves and shit too.
That's awesome.
And it's real reflections on the water.
That's crazy. It's like 2D stop motion. That's
Yeah.
great.
Oh my god.
That's really cool.
So cool. So cool. Wow. Oh, now we're moving into some videos Nick put into.
Oh, this is my fun clip section. I'm not even gonna preface this. This was a clip that I said, it just reminds me of Alex Solomita. I just want you guys to watch this. This is my favorite.
Oh, the music's so funny. Good for him.
There you go. Good for you.
For him.
Doing it right.
I'm gonna just move to the next one.
Oh, this is awesome. Kevin, you're gonna love this. Have you seen this yet?
No? Ready?
Yep.
Wrong side of the road, taxi.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
How awesome is that?
Damn.
It just wraps up one of the tires. I want Kevin to have one of these on his Ford Ranger.
I want one too.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
That's some serious shit right there.
Dude, then you're tethered to it? That's fucking insane.
That gives him a tether so they can't, like,
Yeah. Keep trying to drive away even though the tires stop. Or wheels stop.
shoot him.
It's pretty sick.
It's pretty awesome. That's all. Just
Wow.
want everyone to know that people are out there fighting the good fight, winning the good win.
No.
What's
that's
up, Greg
tomorrow.
Miller?
Tomorrow. We can hear you.
Hold on, you are live. Let me put it on a
You're
speaker.
still wearing your headphones. I love that, by the way.
Cool, you're on speaker. Yes. What's up, Greg?
Hey, Tim, and you're with Nick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to end the show immediately and drive to Petaluma. Ludacris is in Petaluma filming The Fast and the Furious. This is not a drill.
All right, guys, it's been great.
Really? In Petaluma?
Yeah, they just saw him at Target. Get your ass to Petaluma.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god, I love that. We'll have fun. Tell Chris I say hi.
All right, we'll do.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Why are we not going to Petaluma, guys?
We're not going to Petaluma.
What?
That's
If it were
awesome.
Tyrese, I would totally be like, let's go.
What?
But Luda, I see Luda all the time.
That's ludicrous. All right, cool. So yeah, a winner will be you tomorrow. We will.
We'll pick one
They're
tomorrow.
filming Fast 8 in Petaluma?
Yeah, they are. They've run out of cool
He's
locations.
like, yeah, they are.
They're gonna go. They're gonna go.
They had
Petaluma,
Brazil.
and they're going to Nevada.
They had Abu Dhabi. And now
Now they got
Petaluma.
Fremont, Walnut Creek, Petaluma, and Alameda. That's what.
If
Those,
you
that's
look
the next
closely,
one.
you can see Mike Aransky's house.
He's like, hey guys, news cap on, losing
Oh
weight.
my
running
god!
around.
All right, cool. Let's look at the.
Let's watch this trailer real quick.
Wow, that timing was great, by the way.
That was amazing. I'm so excited for this. Now, if it had Ice Cube in it, I'd be a little bit more excited, but whatever. I guess we'll take Vin Diesel, if that's his real name. Spoilers.
Vincent Diesel.
It's not.
Get on your knees! You have 3 seconds to comply.
What the fuck?
1, 2.
3. If you wanted me, bro, you could have just asked me.
A device that controls every military satellite in the world
Yep.
has fallen into the hands of 4 very dangerous guys.
They look dangerous.
We need someone who can move
The guy from Rogue One.
fight like them. It's time to be a patriot.
Who's Luke Hangman?
There are no more patriots, just
Oh,
rebels
he's wearing jorts.
and tyrants.
Just wanted everyone to know.
So which are you?
He's in jorts right now.
Triple X.
I'll introduce you to your ground team.
All right, here comes Red Bull's poster child.
I'm not gonna have clowns watch my back.
Who would you trust?
The family.
Good, the extreme, and the completely insane.
What you want, I got what you need.
Now that's a team I can work with.
Here we go.
Is this just Fast and the Furious? I love it.
It's refreshing. You actually know what you're doing down there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Wow.
These guys of yours are the real kind of trouble.
You have no idea what you're up against.
Whatever it is you're looking for, you're gonna come up short.
Does this mean you're not making me breakfast in the morning?
We're willing to die to keep the world safe. How about you?
I live for this.
I guess we're on the same team now.
You ready to have some fun?
What you want, I got what you need.
I go low.
I'll go high.
Are they on? Wait, wasn't he looking for those guys?
I think they switched sides.
Are they like on the same team now? Who's on what team?
Let me simplify it for you. Kick some ass, get the girl, and try to look dope while you're doing it.
All right.
I'm fucking in.
Damn, it feels good to be back.
Yes! Oh, that was incredible.
I'm more excited for that than I am for anything in anyone's life right now. I'm
Wow.
sorry. That is amazing.
Holy shit.
That is a necessity. We're seeing that January. We're seeing that fucking midnight, and that's getting a react.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
No, that's
Right
definitely getting reacts. That looks
It's
awesome.
just, it's hilarious because he was like this, guys, what we need in Triple X are more people, right? We need a family of people.
Mm-hmm.
We need more cars, more explosions, and more dirt bikes.
Yeah.
We could probably make it a little bit like this other franchise that no one talks about anymore called Fast and Furious. It's just Fast and Furious. It's fucking amazing. I love it.
Did you notice the part, Nick, where he rode motorcycles on the ocean?
No, I didn't see that part.
I think you missed that part. But
I was
yeah.
too busy trying to figure out why he was going after the guy from Rogue One and Ip Man. And then all of a sudden, by about halfway through the trailer, they just look like they're homies.
There was this scene where she was like, I guess we're on the
I
same
guess we're on the
team
same
now.
team now with the grenades.
Great. I accept that. I accept that. I accept that as a plausible reasoning for that happening.
Oh, that's so good.
Did you see the scene where one dude runs at the guy with a motorcycle and kicks him off like GTA and steals this motorcycle just like GTA?
Triangle.
I saw him skiing down dirt in jungle. I saw him high-five a dude as he was doing awesome moves on his skateboard. I saw a lot of jorts. A lot of jorts. Way more jorts than I would have expected, which most people can't pull off, and Vin Diesel is one of those people. Does not look good in jorts.
But he looked pretty, snazzy in his little vest.
Well, I love that fur coat that he wore in the first one that they're obviously bringing back, which was completely stupid in the first movie and is even stupider now, but who gives a shit?
Who gives a
And I also love
shit?
the girl from Orange is the New Black is in it as
Oh
well.
my
and
God,
she is
Ruby
fucking-
Rose.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose.
Not a bad actor. Struck by Ball says, favorite place to masturbate? My couch. Or Colin's mom's vagina.
Oh, dear
God
damn, no.
You weren't here for that episode.
I wasn't.
I was talking about people's mom's vaginas.
Yeah.
No, it was really just Colin's mom.
Nick, have you ever been snowboarding? Yes, I went snowboarding one time with my buddy Stu. They got really high, left me behind, and I got a concussion. I will never go snowboarding again. Kevin.
Lord.
I was walking across the street today, and I saw a beat-up Ford Ranger with a dude in it that had hair. Like, he looked Hispanic in nature, and his hair looked like Mel Gibson. I thought it was you. And I'm ashamed to say, I threw a lewd gesture at him, fun, and then realized as I was mid-gesture that it was not you. It was some other person.
What gesture was it?
It was this.
No.
I walked across the street. I was like, oh, you're not Kevin.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Colin and Greg live right here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. My name is Colin Moriarty. This is Greg Miller, Kevin Coelho. Off screen.
But looking good.
And looking voluptuous.
Very voluptuous.
I'm looking a little voluptuous too because I bought a scale.
Y'all bought a scale and now it's ruined both your days. It ruined both your days. I've never seen a sledgehammer to both of your morale as quickly as that scale did.
187 pounds, it says. My heaviest ever was 200, but that was... We were still in the Brisbane office at IGN, but I mean, that's years ago.
Yeah.
My assumption was that I was hovering in between 180 and 185. I don't know where I began.
Yeah.
So that's a big problem.
Exactly. So maybe you went down. And you're up to what now?
187.
Okay.
But I have my shoes on, my pants, my belt, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not, I mean, that's how you weigh yourself at a doctor's office. They don't even seem to give a flying fuck what you're wearing.
No. Big Kev Dog, what was your number over there?
220.
And that you thought you were gonna be what?
212.
Oof, yeah, that's you
Yeah,
missed the
big
mark a bit on
difference.
that one, huh?
Yeah.
All them beefs, burgers, and milkshakes will come a calling now, huh?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Does this change anything for you?
I mean, it should. Lord knows
It
it
should.
will.
Yeah, that is the point I'm making.
Yeah, but
Not gonna do anything.
I wonder if it's not calibrated right. Okay.
You can do it again. We're gonna see how authentic it is now. Now remember, of course, you're wearing a microphone.
that's gonna add weight, Colin. Colin, that's gonna add weight.
Oh, Jesus. It's the same.
Yeah. Maybe it's like, what was it from college when you're taking a science class? There's reliable. What's the other R word?
All right. Wait a minute.
Repeatable.
Without the shoes, 185.2.
Get down to your undies.
Oh Lord.
Let's do it. Let's do it like fucking you're going to Vietnam. They're walking you in. You have the Vietnam
All right. The belt.
issue
The
boxer
belt.
shorts.
The belt didn't do any. The belt didn't do anything.
You have your GI Bill underwear on there.
Take off the pants.
Take off the pants. We want to see that dick.
Dear God, the button's
Jesus
undone.
Christ,
The
these
button
undies.
was undone.
Can you see right through them?
Not like I see through them. There was a hole in the back like you got bit by a snake.
I'm not gonna lie, I looked away.
183.4. I've had these boxers since 2007 or 2008.
You make enough money to get new boxers.
All right, so I'm not that disgruntled anymore. I also have a poop.
184 you came up to?
183.4.
Lord, face the other way.
Why? Can you see my dick?
No, but like I looked over, and the opening was all open. I immediately looked away.
This first story, I want you to bear with me on this one. This is a long walk I'm about to take you on. Do you know the game Rimworld?
Nope. I know Rim Jobs.
We all know rim jobs for one way or the other. Now, this story started circulating, percolating, Yesterday.
Okay. So it hasn't been on the stovetop that long.
No. And it's caused a little bit of a hullabaloo. Cecilia D'Anastasio over at Kotaku writes, Rimworld's queer women controversy explained. And the controversy begins on rock, paper, shotgun.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah.
But she explains what's going on here, and I'm going to read it to you because I want your opinion on it.
Okay.
All is not well in Rimworld, the popular space colonist simulator released in July. Yesterday, a rock, paper, shotgun writer opened up Rimworld's code and published some surprising revelations about how sexuality factors into its gameplay. Rimworld's developer in response has gone on a tear, denying that the game mirrors, quote, the sex expectation of romance, end quote, described in the recent article. Rimworld is only in early access, so that it's already hit on Steam. In the space sim, players construct and manage a space colony. The goal is to develop the colony, which entails, well, romance between the colonists called pawns. Pawns all have distinct personality traits, like an aptitude for botany, being a night owl, masochism, or homosexuality. Rimworld's presentation of queerness is what's on the stand.
Okay.
In an article headlined How Rimworld's Code Defines Strict Gender Roles, writer and academic Claudia Lowe dug into Rimworld's code and found that, quote, there are no bisexual men, only gay or straight men. There are no straight women, only gay or bisexual women, end quote. Women are also 8 times less likely to hit on men. A few other items, like how men are less attracted to older women but not the reverse, and how physical beauty is the only measure of attractiveness, stood out to Lowe. These things are real-life issues that can negatively impact real-life people. To Lowe, it was strange for a sci-fi game developer to intentionally insert them into his game. She wrote that Rimworld's model for sexuality is, quote, flawed in a way that perfectly mirrors existing sexual expectations of romance with such specificity that it is hard to view it as unintentional, end quote. Rimworld's developer didn't take Lowe's article very well. In a comment below the piece, developer Tynan Sylvester described Lowe's article as an anger-farming hit piece and said that some of the things she cited about the game's code aren't true to how things actually play out in the game. Ever since, in Rock, Paper, Shotgun's comments and on various Rimworld forums and social media, Sylvester has been defending Rimworld's code and what it means for Pawn's expression of sexuality, and in the process, his belief system. Citing research he'd done for Rimworld, as well as his personal observations, Sylvester said that bi-curiosity is, quote, quite asymmetrical between sexes, end quote. Bisexual men are uncommon in his experience, and from what he's seen, end up only dating other men. According to research he cited in his comment, many women who identify as straight are often actually bisexual, and according to anecdotal evidence, many men who identify as bisexual are actually gay. Quote, the game simply attempts a very rough approximation of some patterns from real life. And, end quote, that's according to Sylvester. He added that in any case, men and women in Rimworld are equal in many other categories, cooking, fighting, emotional aptitudes, etc. He implied that the exclusion of bisexual men from the game is a bug, and over email told me it's being fixed. Sylvester also recently added gaydar in his words to prevent straight male colonists from hitting on lesbian women. Sylvester claims that Rimworld was never intended to simulate real life. It's a science fiction game. Quote, my goal is to non-judgmentally simulate in a simplified way, a flawed group of people in a brutal, backwards environment tuned for maximum drama. In no way are the characters in Rimworld meant as role models to follow or as a vision of an ideal society, end quote, Sylvester told me over email. Earlier this year, a controversy ensued in Rimworld's forum over whether gay should be a pawn trait at all. Lowe did not respond to Kotaku's request for comment. Rimworld's code does not seem to allow for the existence of straight women who only find men attractive. Nevertheless, Sylvester says that the women in the game tend to mostly wind up with men. That's due to the code making it more likely for men in the game to approach the people to whom they are attracted. The men court women and wind up with them. So in Rimworld, it appears that women are straight despite how Sylvester coded the game and what Lowe says in her piece. Sylvester seems focused on how the characters express themselves, not about the code suggests about who they might be. The idea of the internal life isn't relevant to a video game character, he said. Quote, people tend to think of game characters as people, but they're not. They don't have internal experiences. They only have outward behaviors, and they are totally defined by those behaviors because that's all the player can see, and the player's POV is the only one that matters to them, end quote. And he goes on. So what do you think of that? Because this is a really big controversy that I was reading about last night, and I'm surprised when I saw it on Kotaku. I wasn't going to bring it up, but when I saw Kotaku writing about it, Rock, Paper, Shotgun's article is academic. Yeah. So I didn't, and I think somewhat absurd. So,
it's a lot for me to take in. You've given me a lot of information here. I would venture to say I think what we ended on there from the developer might be the most pertinent information. That these aren't real people. These are zeros and ones out they're fucking Westworld hosts that are out there to make your experience what you want it to be. This isn't this isn't the developer trying to simulate what bisexuality and homosexuality and gender politics and types all this is. It's making it so that your player can get into these instances. It's it's this thing where when we're up here and it's talking about there are no bisexual men, only gay or straight men, and there are no straight women, only gay or bisexual women. Sounds bad. But when you get into, okay, now we're getting into the nuts and bolts of the stats of how likely a man is to approach a woman, that then why wouldn't you want that, not person, that character, that blip on the screen, that switch in the back to be able to go to whatever that person needs. You know what I mean? Does it make sense to get it down to such a minute detail that this man is bisexual or this man is gay? No, yeah, he's either gay or straight, and then this woman needs to either be gay or straight, or she can just be bisexual to make it simpler on the programmer to make it so that when it comes over here to interact, it can interact the way it's supposed to interact. It's a lot going on. I'd like to go back and read the academic article, but it does seem to be dialing into a Steam early access independent game here that we're getting into and wondering about why sexual relations in this one game, in this one part, in this one aspect of the game are such a big deal. When I think in reality, it gets down to the end where it's not, they aren't humans, they aren't people. I'm not building a real life sim, I'm building a game and experience for you to jump in to see how things play out together.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. I think, how do I put this? Because I was thinking a little bit about this last night. There is a reason that people make fun of these fringe academics, I guess is how I want to put it.
Okay.
When your study isn't something scientific, you're not researching something useful or even that interesting, but trying to dig up controversy in the code of a game, is the very reason why I think, and I say this is, we're both college graduates, I was supposed to be in academia, I left to do this.
Yeah.
I think this is why people look at some studies in academia outside of the mainstream studies and laugh at them.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do think if you, like, it's an interesting thought to say, like, this game's coded, why is this coded this way? But to project that on the creator and to assume things about him, because as you said, he wants the ends justify the means to him, so he's just trying to get the game to behave in a way that he thinks is realistic towards Rimworld's stated goals.
Yeah.
I think is inflammatory. I think it's character assassination.
What I think even when I first heard this, and I would assume the way people reacted, and even the writer's perspective maybe on Rock, Paper, Shotgun, is the way that you and I don't make games. We play games, right? And the way that anyone who's working at Naughty Dog on Uncharted is reacting to how Elena and Drake, they're reacting to how Elena and Drake interact in a scene. They're not looking at them as, man, what a great performance of how this is. They're making sure their legs don't turn and break and go the wrong way and their eyes don't bug out and this doesn't, you know what I mean? They're looking at it as, like, again, to the Westworld example, as somebody who looks at those hosts, and that's how that is. And you're looking at them not as people. Whereas we come in having no idea what's going on behind the curtain, so we project everything we see and how we think the world acts and what these people are and how, you know, the way I imagine, or the way the way I think about Lee Everett in The Walking Dead is not how the Telltale designer thinks about Lee Everett in The Walking Dead, right? He is zeros and ones, and they've seen him break and fall down and go out. They know that he's held up by invisible strings, whereas for me, he is this mostly seamless experience, giving me this thing, pulling at my emotions, making me feel. So I then I project my emotions into him, I become that character. We have a different relationship than the person building the game does. And that's important not to lose sight of. It's what you're talking about. Yeah, the ends justify the means. We're giving the benefit of the doubt. The guy doesn't sound like he's some huge asshole who's like, bisexual men don't exist and women are all bisexual. Yeah, it doesn't sound like what he's doing. He sounds like he's like, I'm making this fucking video game I want people to enjoy and get into, so how do I make all these things go this way and work?
Yeah, I think it's silly. There's I studied history, and there's a thing in history called historicity, the idea of the historical accuracy of something, right? And the idea of, for instance, and we talked about this, I think, a little bit on the Game of Greg show in a tangential way. A lot of the founders were slaveholders, right? But and that's bad from our point of view. It's bad from any human point of view. But they didn't live today, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you have to look at it through a specific lens of, you can judge their character as there were abolitionists then fighting for freeing slaves, and we look at that today, and we look at that as a great thing. We looked at it in the 20th century, and even in the 19th century as a great thing. But it would be historically inaccurate to project Thomas Jefferson as only a freedom fighter, when Thomas Jefferson also had this other unsavory thing about him.
Sure.
Otherwise, the historicity would be wrong. It wouldn't be historically accurate to look at him without those lenses. And so I think that you have to, if you're going to go after a person, it's kind of a labyrinthine way to say, you go after a person and kind of make assumptions about them like this, I think you have to have the whole grand picture about who the person is and all that kind of thing. Otherwise, Mrs. Lowe, Claudia Lowe, who's the one that wrote this, I feel like did herself a disservice, the argument a disservice, and this particular guy a disservice as well. And I think that like this is why, frankly, too many people are going to college. If you're an academic writing this kind of garbage, right? About just there's got to be something else more useful for you to do with your time.
And you have to correct me because you read it and you have better retention than I do for something you read. Did she, in her research on Rock Paper Shotgun's article, did they reach out to him, or was it just the developer leaving a comment on the story?
So the one of the major contentions of the story is that they did reach out to him. He wanted to do the interview, but they wanted to edit it in some way. And I think by that they probably mean distill it. It's not going to be a full Q&A because those are boring. No one reads those.
Here's your bold question. Here's this giant paragraph.
And so he refused to take part. Okay. They didn't include that in the original piece, and then did later.
Gotcha.
So I think that I really do feel like it's a mistake to, this guy could, for all I know, I don't know this man from a fucking hole in the wall. I don't know this game. I don't care about it.
You love rim jobs.
He could be. I love rim jobs, but not.
This is a world of rim jobs.
He could be a sexist, racist, misogynist. I don't know.
Yeah.
Very unlikely. But this projects a certain something on him. People need to be careful about what they write and what they say about other people. I get that a lot. Like, people look at my Twitter icon or whatever and assume that I'm a Trump supporter or assume that anything about me. But go to New England and have a little bit of perspective and see that flag flies outside of many houses in suburban Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Democrats, Republicans, whatever. It's just that when you have a very narrow worldview, but pretend like they do here that they have a very wide worldview, I think that it can backfire and conflict with the ideals of liberalism that it's open-minded and stuff like that. And then you have shit like this that's not so open-minded. So I think it's silly. I think it's a controversy-stoking piece. But that's what journalism is today, by and large, right? So, it's disappointing. And as someone who loves academia, I just think that there's so many more important things to say and to talk about. And there's no problem with delving into the minutia of shit. But let's keep like the veiled personal attacks, which is what that whole piece is, in my opinion, out of it.
Melty Drail in the comments really nails what I think people really think when they see your little Gadsden flag. People assume Colin likes snakes.
Yeah.
Snake.
Wait, do you not like snakes?
No, I love them. I think that's it. I'm pretty tired. Cut the feed. JMill1138 says, Colin and Tim, have any advice for meeting girls in college? I told you guys already, you have to wear a cape. They love capes.
Like
wear
a fashion cape or just like
think about the episode of Seinfeld where Larry David is playing George's dad's lawyer, and he's just walking down the street in a cape. That's fucking hot.